Oops. I keep I keep hitting the damn thing.
You got a upcoming show with the Detective Comics comic?
Yeah, so me and Custom Cut Comics are doing a collaboration as well. Stick to your pogo, welcome in. Perfect timing, bro.
Yep, I see that. Sorry, I literally just got in,
me and Custom Cut Comics, we have a show that's gonna be going on, and we're gonna be collaborating. So I'm going to be starting my sketch process on the cover for that. So I'm excited about that. And I accidentally dropped.
By the way, just to let you know, because I got my YouTube running simultaneously, but I have to switch back and forth when I see it. Armorlight's on YouTube.
Armalite, tell him what's up, man. How you doing, Armalite? I accidentally dropped my Apple TV, so I have to pick it up real quick. Give me a second. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Medusa joined. She says, "Hold
Hello,
on."
hello, everybody. Hold on 1 second. I'm just getting this pulled up because I dropped the daggone Apple TV, and I'm gonna have to get that started. I think we're gonna start like some sketches and stuff too, but I gotta get my life together.
No problem. Medusa's asking you who the voice is. I'm guessing it's your voice with the sexy dulcet tones. And then yeah. And then Stick to Your Pogo says, "What's up?"
What's up, man? So you are watching Live with your boy D Graves, and the voice that you hear, you see my hand, you hear his voice. That is the moderate extraordinaire Joe Winsome. He's also a great artist, and eventually he's going to be going live on Whatnot and YouTube and stuff. So I have to keep convincing him.
No pressure.
What you guys are seeing right now is a custom sketch cover that had been commissioned by Stick to Your Pogo, and he's been very patient. He's been through the whole process with me, so thank you for your support. And we're going to be finishing. We're going to be finishing this today. You ready for that?
I am. That's for sure.
I'm actually going to my my channel right now, so I can watch it on YouTube and I can stay up with that as well. Now, Pogo, let me ask you this, man. So, did you want to leave it black and white and maybe we just do some other stuff? Or did you want to do color? What do you want to do? Because I saw your question the other day. So, if you want to change your mind or if you want to make any changes, now is the time to do it because we're about to finish it so I can ship this out to you tomorrow. And I'm going to the YouTube, and for whatever reason, the YouTube it does not show like my channel. I have to search it or look up some of my old videos, which is crazy.
And Armline wanted to know if it was chin strap that he heard. No, that's definitely not chin strap.
No, it's not chin strap.
I can't say.
It's not chin strap, and we are multi streaming right now. We are streaming from Whatnot, which is why you guys are seeing this. So thank you guys on YouTube for watching and being here today. I appreciate that. But
asks, what else were you thinking on adding if you guys kept it black and white or black and gray? I'm sorry, black and gray.
So I'm going to add some tones. I still have to add some values that I was thinking, like in the shadow spaces. A lot of it is still going to be white because I want that to really be contrasty. But as far as color, I can add color to the eyes, and I can add color to the inside of the hood, what she has, and she has color right here as well. I can I can do something interesting with the background, but for the most part, I'm thinking maybe we just add some value to make her pop a little bit more. Said that's cool with me. So which one? Like just adding color to her, or should we just do value? Just to be clear.
I'm waiting for him to respond right now. He just says,
And
"That's cool with
Medusa.
me."
Yeah, I saw that, so I wanted to make sure.
Absolutely, yeah, because I don't know exactly what he's cool with either. So, especially when you get multiple options.
Right, that's my problem. Most artists are just going to do what they're going to do, and you're lucky enough to see the process. But me, because you're the first, I want to give you a little bit more extra, you know? And Medusa, thank you for your support. Definitely follow Joe. He's got a lot of great work. He's just, he's a little shy. He's a little bit more shyer than I am. So we have that.
Slower than you are too. So.
So do whatever you think is best, man. I love this piece no matter what. Okay, then I'm gonna just package this up and ship it to you this way. Is that fine?
That's definitely not getting the happy ending you promised.
All right. So okay, so I do think if we are gonna have some color, maybe the only color that we have is gonna be with the eyes and the inside of the hood. I can do some tone, and on the background, I'm gonna do some other tone and stuff, and I think that would be cool. I'm gonna start off light. I'm gonna start off with like some C5 and stuff. And before I start that, especially for the viewers over on YouTube, I want to show you guys some of the work that I did the other day. So these are some sketch cards that I did. We have Batman. We have the Punisher right here. I'm gonna set them up here. And then I also did the first of the series that I'm going to be doing, which is the Power Rangers. So I did the Black Ranger. Look, so Medusa says, of course, I get it. I have my shy moments. See, look at that. And then we got Reza in here. He said, those are awesome. Are they standard size? They seem bigger. Yeah, so these are 3x5. Those are 3x5. But let me show you guys this as well because I just got this in the mail and I'm really excited about it. So I got a few packages in the mail and we're gonna be starting this. I just got one of my many new sketch covers in the mail. We got the Ultimate Black Panther. So I'm really excited to do that. And I got these. So these are magnets for the standard size sketch cards. So I'm gonna have two options. You can either buy a sketch card from me, like a 3x2, or you can maybe for a little bit more because these obviously cost money. I can put them on the magnet, so they could be magnet, and you guys can throw them up on your refrigerator and whatnot. So I think that's pretty cool. All right. So as you guys see, I'm gonna leave the Batman and stuff there because I'm gonna do some options on those, and we can go from there if anybody wants to purchase that. Stick to your pogo says that's cool. Medusa says I like the magnet. That's cool. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna be throwing those in the shop in a little bit, maybe a little later on. But final call to Pogo. So are you cool with that color option, or do you want to just leave it black and white and we do some tones? I know you said it's up to me, but I really want to make sure that you get what you want. So last time, color or no? No color, yes color. You like the idea of a little bit of color. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of color. And then in the background, I'm going to do some tone. So what I'm doing now, I'm just going to erase some of the background noise that I have. Because for those of you who don't know, if you do Copics over pencil, you pretty much lock in the pencil. So we don't want that. Before we end the stream, I'm also going to show you guys some more of my sketch cover options that I'm going to have. These, of course, will be up for sale Friday at 5 p.m. You know what, Joe? I think 5 p.m. Is that a pretty good time for you, like consistent basis, or does it kind of depend?
For the most part, I think I'm pretty good with it.
Okay.
Because 5 o'clock for you is 7 o'clock for me. So
yeah.
So I mean, if I got family stuff going on, I'll just tell them they have to wait.
Okay, I love the commitment.
So over on YouTube, just to let you know, Godview Salesman asks if you could go on Gwen Pool.
If I could do Gwen Pool? Yes. Yeah. Actually, I just got another thing in the mail, and I want to show you guys that too. I have a lot of good stuff coming.
And stick to your pogo. I believe, yeah, he's still going to do the rain. He just didn't want it in pencil because it's going to make it look weird if he puts it in pogo.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to get rid of the pencil before I do tones and stuff. So look, this is going to be for Friday's show. Again, this is going to be a collaboration with me and Custom Cut Comics. We're going to be doing Batman. I'm going to do a sick Batman on this. And I just got this in the mail.
Nice. We were literally just talking about Gwen the other night.
Exactly. So I just got this in the mail. I haven't decided yet, but maybe I'm going to do a remark on this and auction it off for people who might want it, or I might keep it for myself. You never know. You're just going to have to tune in to see. But I do like this suit, so I'm for sure going to do something with her. For sure, for sure. That's for sure. All right, let me get back to this because we're going to finish this off today so I can ship this out to my homeboy. He's very excited to have his own custom sketch cover, and I'm excited for him to get it. When you guys are erasing, especially over your ink, you want to be careful not to pull up the ink that you put down.
You know, the nice part about those Copic ones you're using, multi-liners, is they're not as sensitive as the microns.
That's true. Very true. And you know what? When I erase, when I get rid of the pencil, it just makes it look even more like what I imagined. You see how like the lines almost disappear?
Yeah.
I love that effect. And I think that might be something that I really try to aim towards in a lot of my other pieces. So if you guys don't know, Gwen's colorway is pretty cool. They call her Spider Gwen. She's mainly white, but her eyes are like pink, like red, pink. You can see them different tones, but essentially it's red. The inside of her hood is like the same color as well as her arm, and her lines are not black, they're more like turquoise. If you guys saw Into the Spider-Verse, then you already know what I'm talking about. All right. We're going to start with some tone. Everything looks good over there. Amalai says, I still can't wait till the new Spider Verse comes out. Me neither, bro. I'm excited to see what they do.
You want to know something funny? Is that like I was reading comics for so long, and I mean, I knew about her character, and I read a little bit about her character, and everybody called her Spider Gwen. I mean, hell, her comic book's called Spider Gwen. Yet that's like not like her moniker. I mean, her moniker is like Ghost Spider.
Yeah.
It was just like that's whatever. I always thought it was kind of funny that like everybody still refers to her as Spider Gwen when it's
it's Ghost Spider.
Yeah, it's just like here's your nickname. So
right. And thank you for the comment from Medusa. Josa's in here too. Thank you for being here. Medusa says, share the show, tag a friend, and check the bin. Yes, in the bin, I do have a few items that are currently up for sale in the buy it now. If you feel so inclined, you can purchase that. Again, I will be auctioning off the 2 sketch cards that you see at the top right now. Now, keep in mind they are not standard size. They are a little bit bigger. They are 3x5. So I'm just adding in a little bit of shadow.
Tell you what, I think Medusa's got her account together way more than I do.
She does, man.
I didn't even think about the idea of sharing a show with tagging a brand and check the bid and all that stuff.
You see this?
Hey, look, I'm paying attention now and I'm learning as I go.
That's right. As long as you learn. As long as you learn. Thank you. Thank you, Medusa. And thank you, Joe. Thank you for your help and your assistance in this. I do appreciate it, man.
Yep, she says she's a pro, so I'll take the word on that.
You see? And it shows. I'm going to do just a little bit of shadow. We got to get some shadow on a little bit more face. I like when her face has shadow on it.
Oh, I agree. Like I said, I always thought that when Nick started coming out with this costume, I was like, wow, that's a super awesome costume.
Right.
Because exactly like what you're talking about, like how that light can, if there's light behind her, it can really kind of give it like a halo effect. It's just super, super slick.
Yeah, I'm loving it, bro. I'm gonna have all this in shadow just to add a little bit more contrast. So for those of you who are on the YouTube side of things, again, I am multi-streaming. So I am streaming on an app called Whatnot. That's pretty much where my focus has been for the past few weeks. And I hope you guys can actually join over there as well. I do have the opportunity to multi-stream to YouTube, so that's why you guys are able to see that. But for the most part, there's going to be a lot more energy put over on Whatnot. There's a lot more engagement, and I have the opportunity to sell my art, get it into the hands of the viewers. So I like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Well, Arlight says that he loves the Punisher since he can't wait for the Spider-Verse movie to come out, but he also says that he hates his phone.
He hates his phone?
Well, he said some other stuff, but then he said that was the wrong chat, so I figured I'd ignore that part.
Yes, I like that. I like this. I think I'm gonna bring. Uh, I use Prismacolor on this, so I'm gonna bring this down a little bit more.
Just so you know, I did exactly what Medusa just mentioned, and I copied your link to this and I put it in your YouTube so that everybody over there can see it and potentially just cross on over.
Oh, nice, nice. And I urge the viewers on YouTube, if you want to be just a little bit more a part of the show, come on over. Come on over to Whatnot because, again, you have an opportunity to partake in some of the auctions that are going to be going on, and you can bid on a piece, everything.
And stick your pogo says, "Come to the dark side."
Look at that. Medusa's over there doing their ham Gwen. Look at that. Stick to your pogo said, "Come to the dark side."
And Armalite says he was actually defending Chinstrap and what he said. Because he said earlier, he said, "No honey, Chinstrap doesn't dislike all minority groups." I'm not sure what that meant, but he says, but he didn't mean to say it out loud though.
Oh, intrusive thoughts, huh?
Yeah. And again, not entirely sure what it meant, but.
Now,
maybe it's because Chinstrap speaks so much Spanish when he's on the streams.
Maybe.
Stick to your Pogo says, "Where you find some amazing artists in your bank account gets emptied." Oh yeah, that would definitely be Whatnot. Yeah.
Right, over on Whatnot, because Lord, let me tell you, I've been getting the sketch covers and stuff, man. So I want to add some tone over here.
Armalite says he's getting scared that mustache that he's told you about won't stop growing on his face, and he's got to shave every other day now. And Papa Smitty says, "What's up, broski? Just sent you a message."
Yo, I saw that too. I'm gonna check in just a second. So what I'm thinking, I'm gonna add some tone over here, and I'm gonna go in with white. You know, I'm gonna try my luck with the white pens, which is gonna be it's gonna add some of that rain effect that we're talking about.
Yeah, you're gonna use those new Sharpies?
Yeah. I got it. So I've been playing music, right? And that's perfectly fine on Whatnot, but you know how YouTube is. YouTube is like a Mick Hater on all levels. However, the music that I've been playing, even though it's had like the copyright claims, it hasn't generated any strikes for me.
Right.
So I like that. And I figured if I just keep playing that playlist, even though it says like copyright, everything's okay. It's not holding it against me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of YouTube's copyright on everything. Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like you see all these people that do reactions to, to music and stuff like that. But I guess maybe it's because they pause it like every like minute or something like that, so they're not just playing it straight through or something like that.
Yeah. So I like what I'm doing right here because it's adding tone and value, and it's also adding interest to the background. You know what I mean? Not every stroke is landing perfect, and it's going to be like that when I do the darker value as well. I'm going to do the darker value on the farther sides, and it just adds noise to the background. I'm trying to be mindful of where they are and not have it so sporadic, but as of right now, this is just a light layer.
Earlier, Jota 1574 had said that my son had her first appearance.
Oh yeah? I'm adding in some of this real quick. Bear with me.
No problem. And Sticky Pogo says he'll be right back.
No.
He says he promises he'll be back. It'll be a potty break.
Okay.
It'll be like me last night with that emergency phone call. So.
I still haven't gotten over that, bro. Okay.
I know. I'll try to stop bringing it up.
No. Maybe this is a touchy subject for me.
I know.
I don't feel like you've apologized nearly enough. Pretty close. I'll let you know.
That's why I said 7 o'clock is fine by me, and I'll just tell my family where to go.
Yeah. Okay, so the further away from the subject I go, the more consistent I want to be. Like, especially up here with the name, with the title. I just feel like the color and the contrast, it makes it pop out just a little bit more. And for those of you who don't know, this is actually my first cover, but it won't be the last. I'll show you guys a lot more of the covers that I have as the show goes on. But I have quite a bit, and my library it's growing. It's growing by the day. I'm really happy about it. Have you been in the have you been in the cartoon block recently?
Just like right before here, I was responding to, because when Evan tags me and stuff and says, "Hey, what do you think about this? And what's your opinion over here on that?" And so, yeah, I mean, I was gonna try and post something, but I really don't have anything. I'm still working like on my latest piece, and it's just taking me a long time. It's not like a quick one.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's like after I get home and I cook dinner for everybody, and then I get cleaned up and I do whatever, and then I get ready for this. I have like maybe half an hour, and I'm like, so I'm only spending like half an hour going.
Oh man, I don't want to be taking up like value time from
Dude,
you.
I'm not doing that every night with you. I mean, so trust me, there's other nights.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So, plus, honestly, I really enjoy this.
Okay. All right. As we're doing that, let me check over here for this message. He said, bro, I just got an idea that some an option for $15 character commission. Oh, nice. All right. I got everything up. Oh, that still looks good. I'm going to keep adding a little bit of tone and value over here. The color I'm going to add last. And like I said, it's only going to be a little bit of color. It's just going to be for her head, like her eyes. I just hope that I have the right colors, though. You know, it does me no good if I don't have the right color. So I should probably test that out right now. Give me 1 second. I'm getting my little tester card right here. If you guys don't have these tester cards, you should get one. It's definitely helpful. That's the right color, but I feel like it might be too vibrant, huh?
You know, I mean, you could always downplay the vibrancy of it with gray.
Yeah.
And stick to your pogo because he's back.
That's
we
right.
had to let the puppies out.
Oh. Mine be doing the same thing. They'll start scratching at the door and stuff. All right, so I think these are the two colors that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this color, and I'm going to use this color.
What kind of markers are you using?
These are Prismacolor markers.
Oh, good old school stuff. Nice.
Yeah, those are Prismacolors.
Yeah, I remember back in the 90s, I had a buddy of mine that was going to art school, college.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought a big old set of those and was doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, man, I wonder how much these things go for. And then I was like, yep, those are way out of my price range.
Yeah. You know, here's the problem with me. Well, I can't really say it's like a problem, but it's definitely a character trait. When I say like, oh, I want to do this, I tend to just jump in with both feet. So when I decided that I wanted to use Copic markers and I saw artists like Todd Knock and stuff do colors, I said, I want to do colors too. And I pretty much just bought every Copic color that I could. I bought like a 72 pack, which isn't, Copics are expensive, bro. If you don't use Copics, they're expensive.
I do. Copics were the first ones I ever bought. And the first thing I ever bought was I bought the warm, the cool, and the neutral grays. So I bought all three of those.
Me too.
Yeah.
So my first set of Copics was actually purchased for me by my wife. So shout out to my wife, Mrs. Graves, for holding me down. But after that, I said, "Oh, I'm going to do colors too," because she bought me the cool gray. You know, she was like, "Yeah, I want to help you get started. I see the talent that you have, and I'm going to invest in you, right?" So she got me the cool grays, and I said I wanted colors, and I went and bought like a 72 pack. Bro, 72 packs of colors is like a couple $100.
Yes, they are. I know exactly what you're talking about because I think like last time I went over to Blix, they have like 3 different 72 packs, and each one's like almost $400. And I was like, hey, you know what?
So,
I have to wait.
So because my wife is in the room, I didn't say the price. You didn't have to say the price. You could have just agreed and said, "Yeah, man, they're expensive."
Yeah, but then I was just talking to you. This was years ago. And you were patient.
Oh, now it's years ago. No. Oh, we got Ella in. That's what's up. How you doing? Thanks a lot, Joe.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Man.
I already knew they were a couple $100.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to do it?
Okay, this was years ago. I'm just
yeah, like I said, and it was at Illinois inflated prices, so you know.
Heck yeah. But I say all that to say this, like now that I know, and majority of those dang on markers are dry at this point, I could have definitely just bought what I would have used versus starting off with so many.
Yeah, I got you, dude. I mean, because I probably have like 400 markers right now. But they're not all Copics. I would say a lot of them are Copics, but like for Christmas, like not this last year, but the year before that, I decided for Christmas I was going to buy myself some of those Ohuhus just to see what they were like. And realistically, it's like if you give like Copics like a 10, I'm going to say Ohuhus are like a 7.5 or an 8.
And
that's my personal feeling about it. But you know, it's whatever. But those are quite a bit less expensive. And so I got like I think like 200 or 300 of those, and I paid like just over like $100 for them.
At this point, bro, hold on, let me chisel this out real quick. At this point, I didn't already discovered so many other brands that are just as good. Like go to Ross and find alcohol markers there. I got a pack of alcohol markers. I think it's like I have it right here. See if I can show you guys without disrupting the show too much. So this is a 60 pack for $17.99.
Are they refillable?
No, they're not refillable. They're not refillable. But I haven't even refilled the Copic markers that I have. So the refillable option isn't really, because when I was
on my Copics, I bought a bunch of refillables because man, I just like go crazy with them.
When I was searching for them, I couldn't find the refillable ones.
Yeah, I know that's going to be another complaint I have, and this isn't a knock on Todd Knock, you know, or any other artist, because I've watched like a lot of his stuff on like, you know, hey, how to use Copics and all this stuff, but I'm like, how come every time I see these tutorials on how to use these pens, people are using them on like these little bitty, you know, like they're the size of baseball cards. And then I realized one day when I was watching it, I'm like, oh, because if you're doing it on this really small area, it doesn't get streaky. You're not giving it the chance to get streaky because you're doing such a small area of these colors. You're not picking up the pin. You're just boop, boop, and I'm done. And so it makes it look way better than it potentially could be. So now when you start doing like a larger thing like what you're doing, or like the 17 by 14 stuff that I'm doing, and you use like these alcohol markers, it can get streaky real quick.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about like, oh, this is how you fix that.
How do you fix it, Joe?
There is no fix.
Oh.
The only thing I can tell you about like Copics and these other alcohol markers that I figured out is that the only way that you can make it not streak is you literally don't pick up the pen off the paper.
Yeah.
You have to. You just keep it wet. You just got to keep it wet.
But then it dries out fast like that. For me. Yeah. I find that it dries out.
It depends on the kind of paper you're using too. I mean, when you start getting in the Bristol board, and if it's not a smooth Bristol board, you're just using like regular Bristol board, or using like some other kind of like hot press paper, or like a watercolor paper, then it has, just like with watercolor, that stuff just soaks up the ink and just like it'll run your pen dry real quick.
You dropping jewels today.
I was going to say, something tells me these people did not sign in here to listen to me talk about this.
So, we have some comments over on, what's it called?
YouTube,
Whatnot.
COVID markers. No, not quite. and Arwen's trying to get me to accept a subscription from him.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I know. He's pretty much telling me I have to give him food and stuff like that. And I already told him I'm a fatty, so there's not a lot of food left.
Don't do it.
Leandra says that they passed out for a nap.
She's getting ready for a big show that everyone's been talking about over here on Whatnot, which is, I think, Saturday. It's like a raid train or something like that. So I'm still new to the whole everything over here on Whatnot. And they got raid trains and stuff. And eventually I'm going to be cool enough to be able to join in on some of these things. I wonder if I should put something under this. It's not bleeding through.
Some people use takes like backing boards for comic books and slide them in there to kind of do that.
Yeah.
Because especially like when you're drawing on it, it can help keep like depending on how light you are with your pencil, it'll help keep the pencil from actually creating like that pressure that's on the pages beneath. So you turn the page and you're like, oh, I can see the outline of the drawing.
I'm drawing light as heck, bro. Especially with when I was doing my pencils, I was drawing super light. I actually was rewatching the video this morning. I started off really light, really, really light. Trying not to bump the camera at the same time. All right. I'm liking how that's going so far. Justin Moore just joined. How you doing? Thank you for joining. I'm getting these tones in there, man. Is it translating good over there, like across the screen?
Not yet. I mean, the grays are, yes. I mean, that's perfectly fine. So for a second there, I had like some reflection on the tip of your gray, and I thought you were putting some kind of a violet down. I'm like, yeah, I'm not seeing violet.
No. I'm looking at the screen to also try to get some of the, so I can see it too. See it from different angles.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep going back and forth between the C3 or 4 and C2 so I can just keep layering it. And it does really look like she's getting blasted with the water. This is some heavy rain. She's in a dark and gloom. I love it.
Kiss and Blunt just showed up too.
Kiss and Blunt. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you. So, Joe, when you're looking at the chat and someone joins, you can click on their name and actually reply to them in the chat and say something like, thank you for joining and stuff like that.
All right.
Because I know we're both new to this app and stuff.
Interacting with people is usually not my thing, but
it will be now.
Yeah, I know. That's usually why I try to say like who it is, so you know who's there, because I know some of these people you may know from previous interactions.
Yeah. I'm liking this. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Take Your Pogo says, "Man, I wish this was mine."
You liking it?
Well, I'm guessing if he wants it, he probably is, right?
Good news is I ordered another Spider-Gwen cover, so I have other options.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I'm looking into. Like this is gonna be one of the main things that I offer outside of the sketch cards.
Yeah, one of these days I think I'm supposed to get some help here sorting out through like a bunch of my comics, because they're completely unorganized, and I bought I bought a lot of stuff to try to help me actually organize them, titles and everything like that. And I know I have two of these sketch covers, that are in and amongst everything somewhere. Once I locate where they're at, I'm going to put them to the side, because I definitely think I want to try and just sketch on one of them, and just to see like how it comes out for myself before I sit there and say, "Hey, you guys, guess what I could do?"
Yeah. I decided that I was going to do mine live. So, how about that?
Yeah, so you get to learn as you're going along, and so far so good.
Sometimes you got to swim with the sharks,
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. I'm liking this. I'm liking it.
CQ Pogo says, "I have stacks of blanks that need to start doing some pieces for himself." Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Is I feel like I've been doing drawing for so many other people that I wasn't drawing for myself much. So that's when I started working on this one, and I'm doing it. I don't know. I've done a couple of them for myself, and I just feel a little bit more comfortable when I'm doing it. I don't have as much expectations in it,
Yeah.
Well, that and I have the luxury of being able to experiment. Like, for example, I know I didn't tell you this, but I bought myself a new airbrush, and it's because the reason I don't airbrush that much is because I'm not real proficient with it, and at the same time, I have like this giant pancake air compressor and all these hoses and stuff. But this is like this $20 airbrush that I saw on Amazon, and the canister that fits underneath it is smaller than a soda can. It's USB chargeable, and that's where it gets all the air.
Yeah, I bought one off of Amazon because of Chin Strap. So shout out to Chin Strap again. But because he was doing some airbrush stuff, I said, "Oh, I want to get it," and it wasn't that expensive. I feel like you said, it was some $20, $30. Mine came with actual paint though. Mine came with like 24.
Yeah, I've got a set of the 24 paint, and I've got some other stuff, but I had to buy all that separate. I think it's hysterical because, like I said, I've never done airbrushing, and I did not know that. Oh, by the way, you're also supposed to like dilute the paint. When you put it in there, you're not supposed to just run it straight because you can clog up your airbrush like that real easy, and plus it helps helps your paint last a little bit longer, quantity wise, having to buy so much of it.
That's why I haven't used it yet, and it's just like, dang, the more you know.
Yeah, I found this. I got lucky. I mean, I literally, who taught me that was David Finch. Was watching his. So, because they were talking about like how they use that Liquitex technique and stuff like that to layer when they're doing painting and stuff like that, and next thing you know, they're talking about like the that stuff's for the dilution.
Move these because I keep knocking them over.
It's called 4011 reducer. It's water-based. As long as you just literally like put your color in the reservoir and then kind of squirt a little bit of this stuff in there, and you're good to go. It doesn't change the color or anything like that. It just changes how thick it is. Custom Thomas that says, hey.
Yo, Custom. I was just telling them earlier in the show about what we got going on, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for our collaboration.
He says it looks great, man.
Thank you. I know I'm gonna go in with this with white.
Custom Cut Comics is asking if you're using Ohuhu, and that would be a no. He's using Copics.
Yep, using Copics. I should have started with some Ohuhus because I think they're more affordable.
They are quite a bit more affordable. Like the average cost of like a Copic is what, like between. Is your wife still in the room?
Yeah, she is. So just keep throwing out prices, man.
Individually.
Christmas is gonna be looking sad this year.
For you at least.
Yeah.
So the Copics individually are between, depending on where you get them, between conservatively $6 and $8 a piece. When you buy them individually, but the Ohuhus break down individually to about $1.25. Custom Cut Comics is asking, who is your mod?
That's the mod extraordinaire, Joe Wimson. Me and him go back to the cartoon block. That's my friend from there. And I convinced him to come over to this side so maybe he could start selling artwork and,
at some point.
Because you guys really make it look good. So I like it. He says, "Hey, Joe."
Yep, and I
just like the Jimi Hendrix song. Hey, Joe. Right? No?
Yeah, I got a guy at my job who's a little bit older than I am, and every time I walk down the hall, he's asking me, like, where am I going with that gun in my hand? And I'm like,
he's like, I don't get it, sir. You keep saying that. What do you mean? Yeah. It's Jimi Hendrix.
No, I don't know. I know exactly what he's saying. It's always about the same time of the day.
Yeah.
Right after everything's hit the fan. It's like, that's about the right mentality.
Right. So I'm happy because Friday I already scheduled the show, and that's when I'm going to be starting the drawing for Batman.
You're gonna be doing your Batman on what day?
Friday.
Friday nights. Okay.
It'll be on Friday.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I get home Friday, my mom has already told me, she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna take us all out for dinner Friday." I'm like, "All right." So I'll make sure I get home, I get changed, and I'll be home before 7:00.
Cool. Friday awesomeness. And if you guys have not checked out Custom Cut Comics and you're on Whatnot, go over there and look at what he's doing. So just to give you a little idea, he'll draw on the cover and then he'll essentially like cut out negative spaces. That way the first page of the comic shows through. And sometimes there's color, sometimes there's interesting shapes and stuff, and it really just it comes out looking like a work of art. And he's going to be doing that with my Batman. And I already kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be drawing. I want to go across her, but I don't at the same time. Yeah. Well, you answered that quick. You said that's a mistake.
Yeah, I think it'll take too much away from her because you really want her to pop out. That's
Yeah.
why you left her like, all that abstract white.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even drag any of like you're talking about like taking like your white pen across it. I wouldn't even take any white pen across her black areas.
Mm.
Yeah, Custom Cut Comics agrees. He says don't. And then Custom Cut says that she is small enough. Absolutely, it'll definitely make her look small on that page.
Right. I like the way it's looking. I think if I go in with one and kind of break up some of this big space right here, this might help. Because her hood is there. So
Yeah.
the premise is I want it to look like it's hidden her hood, but because it's all white, it's blown out. And the water is kind of splashing off. There's some that's dripping down because, that's what I would imagine would happen if she's in the rain. I think that works. Yes, this was actually a pre-order by Stick to Your Pogo, and he's been patiently waiting for me to get up the courage to attack it. But now that I've done it, and I realize that fear is a mile deep or a mile wide and an inch deep, whatever the saying is, I'm just gonna jump in all of my sketch covers.
So Papa Smitty says he would have done a matching blue outline around her body.
Matching blue. Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
That's definitely, yeah, that would have been cool too. And it's not too late. It's not too late, but can't be switching it up now.
Yeah. He's asking web fingers? ? He's asking web fingers ?
Am I gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it white. To be honest, like in the cover in this actual book, she doesn't have the web fingers. She has the webs on the inside and in the hood, but not on her fingers. Everything is white. Her shoes are colored, but I just did black.
Yep, he's
for the shadow.
He understands.
Exactly. Thank you, Preston. Man, I'm excited for our show, bro. I'm serious. I really am. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we do. Me drawing on the cover is going to be one thing, but what you do, that's where the mystery goes.
Well, who does?
Custom cut comics.
Oh yeah. I already subscribed to this page, so I followed it, I should say, so that I can start to try to look at it after we're done.
Good.
Yeah, next time your wife's in the room and I'm talking, you gotta let me know in advance because I can wreck a marriage.
You can't. I'll keep that in mind, though. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. And she is still here.
I don't mean that in a weird way. I mean that in I will always
say the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Absolutely.
You're amazing.
Don't talk like that about yourself.
Custom cut, you're right. Not on purpose, though.
See, it's funny when you stream with somebody, you see who your real friends are, you know? The truth just comes out.
I'm trying to warn you in advance, that's all I'm trying to say.
This is your probation period. Home wrecker. All right, so I'm doing that. I'm going to try. Okay, I'm gonna do some of these colors.
Custom Cut wants to know how you're gonna sign this.
I haven't thought that far ahead. You guys are really on top of this. I would have loved for everyone to have been here when we first started. That way I could have. But honestly, I don't know. I'm just gonna.
He says make sure you sign the back of the Batman book.
The back of it?
And,
okay.
Yeah, that's what he says, yeah.
I actually like the way this color is showing.
He says, yep, you guys can do dual signs on the back.
Yeah.
Extra collectible.
When you guys watch Custom Cuts stream, make sure that your bills are paid and your wallet is ready because you're going to be bidding on greatness. You might have to take a second on the home, start dipping in the kids' college fund because I guarantee it's going to be a hot commodity. It's going to be in demand.
CQ Pogo says, yeah, he did a dope gambit for me a while back. And Custom Cut says it will be reasonable prices.
Oh, Custom. He's supposed to say, take out the mortgage.
Take out the mortgage.
He's like, no, I want it to sell, bro. What are you talking about? I actually just ordered a Gambit sketch cover. So I'm excited for that to come.
Yeah, Custom Cut says you gotta get those pinks in too.
Yep.
Mind Your Ink just joined.
Mind Your Ink. What's up? What's up? She streams early in the morning, but she does big acrylic painting As of right now, she was working on looks like it was a Pokemon piece.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check her stuff out too.
Yeah.
I like looking at all this stuff because a lot of it is just seriously inspirational.
It is. You have to be prepared because then that imposter syndrome can creep in real quick. You know,
Yeah, I've had that for years.
we're gonna get out of that because guess what? They're all my friends now. So, oh, I like. Yes, they have a Gambit blank, and I got two of them. They also have Gambit and Rogue.
Which Gambit version do you like drawing?
Of what? Of you said Gambit?
Yeah.
I haven't drawn them enough to really know like different versions, so I just draw Gambit, whatever standard version there is.
Well, I mean, essentially, it seems like anymore there's two versions that people like to do, and there's Gambit with the trench coat.
Yeah.
And then there's Gambit like with pink tank top.
Oh yeah, no. So I do the trench coat.
Yeah. Thank you. Custom Cut says, I don't think I even have his Gwen book. How is that possible? He has 200 blanks and he doesn't even have those.
Do you want to share some with me?
200 blanks, good lord.
I'm saying at this rate, I'm gonna be at those numbers too. Like I gotta slow down because I got some that I haven't even used yet. This is the first one. Second one is gonna be the Batman, so the Detective Comics that I showed you guys earlier, and then I'm gonna be doing maybe Black Panther or I got I have X-Men, I have Savage Wolverine on the way. I have Superior Spider-Man is actually the one that I really felt like I wanted to dive in on because I was just going to do something like a simple headshot on that. But
so let's see. Yeah, you want to know how old is this Gambit book? So and then JoJo Grant dropped in.
He said, "I'll trade you for some absolutes." What? Like you want me to do a piece and you'll give me some absolutes or what? Because I don't have. Oh, I think I might have an absolute Superman coming, but I haven't gotten an absolute Batman yet.
I kind of like that absolute Superman outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of do. But I always kind of like some of the weird ones. Like even back in like the '90s when they had like the blue Superman when he had the electric outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was like one of like me and two other people in the United States that liked that costume, and I was
Uh-huh. Joe always wants to be different.
No, I just thought it was a cool concept. I mean, I was like, I just thought it. I mean, certain artists just really made it look really awesome. Did I see it as Superman? No, but it's all right. I still thought it was a cool concept.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, he says he was talking to John. Okay. Cool. Don't think I even have this Gwen book. Okay. I'm catching up with some of this stuff.
I'm trying to direct it at you when I see it's directed at you.
Yeah. Perfect.
And Armalite's gone quiet over on the tubes. So
How many viewers are on YouTube?
last time I looked, 4.
Okay. Less is more, right? So the only color that I want to have is her. I think this needs to be in color too.
Mind Your Ink is asking, he says, so I'm seeing people coloring / drawing similar marble drawings. Is this a series or coloring downloadable?
I'm sorry, what?
She says, so I'm seeing people are coloring or drawing similar marble drawings. Is this a series or coloring downloadable?
No. This is what he had requested. It was the pose that I came up with in my last show. So yeah, I'm not in the in crowd too much yet, so I'm not aware of a lot of those a lot of the trends.
You just hit the nail on the head. Why, like, I usually don't. I've never streamed or anything before because I've never been a part of the in crowd. If you think about the stuff that I like to draw and the characters that I like to bring up, nobody's requesting that.
Right. You almost had me and Chinstrap canceled drawing some of the characters you were suggesting.
You are correct.
It's like, who is this? Oh, that's not superhero.
Yeah. What happened to Batman? Where's Spider-Man? We don't recognize this guy.
Yeah. Who's Citizen Steel?
Yeah.
Is Pogo back? Is he in? I'm just checking in.
I mean, he was talking to JoJo Grant, so yeah, he says he's here.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Mind Your Ink is asking if you use a reference photo or if you do this all off the top of your head.
No. So
and Joseph says that this is cool, and Stick Your Pogo also says it's looking dope.
I use reference so I can either come up with a good pose, I can check out lighting, and make sure that the costume is how I want it to be. I haven't gotten to the point to where I can just freestyle it the whole way yet. So yeah.
You know, there's different schools of artists out there, and some of them are, I mean, they're all great. You know, I mean, there's the Alex Rosses, and they all use like, you know, reference models. So there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's other artists like Michael Golden that they don't use references for anything, somehow, way, shape, or form. They can memorize all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like, and again, I wish, you know, I was more like Michael Golden, but I'm not. So, Mind Your Ink says super cool, and that's a super skillful though, and there's nothing wrong with using references. She uses references as well.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to. I mean, I honestly, my reference that I use a lot is I take my phone and I go in there and I ask my son, I'm like, hey, can you position your hand like whatever? I said, can you, you know, do, you know, wherever the light's coming from, so I can see like how the light's actually gonna, you know, like bend around, you know, like his head,
yeah,
or his hands or his arms or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, question for Pogo, because there was a suggestion that was thrown out talking about possibly having the blue outline around the character. Now, I'm impartial to it. I feel like less is more. If I did do it, I wouldn't, I don't know, because I was thinking maybe as a line weight on this side, but then I guess that would kind of throw it off a little bit, not having it on this side as well. We don't have to do an outline. We can leave it as is. If you want me to push it more, but mind you, I'm baby stepping this because there is no turning back. You know what I mean? Um, so if I'm copying a specific cover drawing, I call it a homage and give the original artist credit. For example, homage to Spider-Man 600. Leave as is. Okay, perfect. I like that. I like that. I like that as well. I love the fact that she is really blown out. Well, she's not overly blown out. I do think it looks good though.
Yeah.
I created so this what I'm doing right here, custom. Believe it or not, is a I did a few different things. So I had a few different poses. So this pose and this idea is what I mixed to kind of come up with this. And then after I did these, you know, he decided on that. So I kind of practiced it a little bit more, roughed it out a little bit more, and that's what we're going for.
Custom Cut says gives Stick the rough sketches with his final cover.
Oh yeah, for sure, most definitely. I'm all for that. And like I said, I sketched the same pose over and over. So this was the one where I really kind of honed in on it. You know what I mean? I turned the face a little bit more. I wanted her looking a little bit more at the camera, but I just drew the same pose over and over until muscle memory kicked in, and then I attacked the actual cover. And I'm glad I did because I feel like this is exactly what I imagined. True artist. See, I would appreciate that. Great idea. Yeah, that was already going to be a thank you anyway because you entrusted me with this, you supported me, and you've been patient in this process. All right, so I am. I'm not going to do any more to the figure. What I'm doing now is just kind of cleaning up some of the ink. You see, I'm dialing back some of that black, some of the throwaway lines that made it in.
Well, you're getting all custom cut is just like praising you all over the place.
Let's see. Joe's a true artist. Thank you. I would appreciate that. Great idea. I'm going to need to get a cover done after I get some absolute books. Oh man, I can't wait to attack it. D Graves works some of the best natural talent. I thank you, man. I appreciate you. Should be this weekend. Hey, as much as I love the praise and stuff like that, I give glory to my Lord and Savior. He's the one that's really blessed me with the talent to do what I'm able to do. I was really trying to talk myself out of like, oh my gosh, being so nervous about it, where now I'm just able to go in. And because of that, I'm getting the confidence to where I can go in and do it. So thank you guys for the kind words. I do appreciate it. But I know where my talent comes from.
Says you're killing it.
Huh?
Says, amen, and you're killing it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Pogo, are you happy with this? Is there any last adjustments before I sleeve it? I'm going to sign it. Like, where do you want me to sign it? I don't want to intrude on your piece, so I can sign the back like what Custom Cut said. I can sign the front and the bottom corner. I actually would prefer in the bottom corner or maybe the top corner. I would say the bottom corner.
bottom corner is cool.
Bottom corner. Okay. And I'm gonna do it with a real fine liner.
Custom Comics says that he does a logo signature on the front and a handwritten one on the back.
See, I haven't come up with one of those yet. And then also, I don't want to be too much of a biter, but I like how people have like their own like little names that they have for their. Say, can you put some webbing on it? On where? Oh, Jojo says always sign the bottom corner. Good one. Good one. Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, if you had like, I guess, webbing like coming down from the lamp onto like where it says Marvel.
Hey Siri, stop playing in the living room. I don't know why she started playing music.
Stop in the living room?
So I can do webbing from the top.
Yeah, it's just webbed up into the corner of the book. That's cool. Yeah, those are way better ideas than what I had. I was sitting there thinking, like, man, you can take out that big old pasta marker and sign his name like in white, like right on the inside of the flag. Like she's got some kind of crazy tattoo or something going on. But yeah, it probably would have been distracting. Stick your Pogo says 1 of 1 right here.
Oh, I could put that on there.
Joseph says that's really cool. Wishes that where's theirs.
All right. 1 of 1. Got the signature right here.
So do you have like a base starting price on what you do these comic covers for?
Starting right now, $60.
See, that's way different than what I was thinking. Because I was about to say when, like they were wanting one for themselves. Like when Joseph was like, they wish that they had one. I was like, you too could have one for $1 million, but no.
100 million trillion dollars.
About $60. All right.
$60. $60 right now. That's what I'm starting at. I want the experience. I want the excitement of getting my art out there. I might even give you a different, because I feel like this bag is a little old and crusty. I'm gonna give you a new bag.
Like $60 better too, and I'm like, yeah, that's facts.
He said our collab will be 1K. That's what I'm talking about, and that's only because
that's what your wife's been talking about too.
Right. That's only because you're gonna be on there, so they wouldn't mind paying for the master's work. I'm gonna rebag this for you, Pogo. So you're gonna get a fresh bag, fresh backing board. I'm gonna show you guys the other books that I have. in case anybody wants to get in line. $100 million. All right.
So there's a channel on here that sells those blanks.
There's a few different channels, but they don't sell blanks. Essentially, you're just going to like comic resellers and you're requesting blanks if they have any. That's all I've done. I've just gone to the different channels that are selling comic books and asked, "Hey, do you have any blanks?" Or you can look in their bin and see if they have any for sale. But a lot of them have they're already drawn on. You know, they're reselling the sketch covers. So you have to watch out for that. So sometimes that's all you need. Simple and clean. I like it. Thank you. He said, I'm definitely going to get one from you. I would have loved that. I love the support. Thank you, Pogo, for real. I appreciate you. So first ever D Graves. Yeah, this is the one. This is my calling card. This is out of the gate, ripping off the Band-Aid, busting that cherry. That's this one right here. This is how that started. So for those interested, this is going to be me and Custom Cuts collab right here. This is what we have. Said, thank you, homie. Added to my collection. That's right. Check out the heat. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the shares. Thank you. Pogo, me and Pogo are going to be connected now because we did this together. All right. So for this one, this is, you guys can tune in on Friday at 5 o'clock. Me and Custom Cut, we're going to be doing part 1 of me and his collab, the first of many. I'm going to be doing a Batman on this. I also have some other goodies. So to show you guys some of the other blinks that I just got this Black Panther. I just got this in the mail. I also have G.I. Joe. I have Crisis on Infinite Earth, a color, right?
Yeah.
I have Aquaman.
That's weird that they color it, but I guess that's basically saying you got to do something with that color in the background.
I bought Void Rival, so I have a bunch of, I got from my local comic shop, in which I did a show with them Saturday, and that was a great turnout. I have The Amazing X-Men. Superman Doomed. Spawn. Spawn kills every Spawn. So I'm really excited to do this. We have Justice League, Throne of Atlantis, the Superior Spider-Man. I'm excited to do this as well.
Yep.
The Walking Dead. I'm really excited to do this. Maybe this would be our next one, Custom. Power Rangers, and I'm excited to do this.
I'm not sure which one he's referring to, but Custom Cut says he's doing that one with legal burning.
Batman and Robin, Eternal. So maybe I'll do the Damian Wayne on her. I got Venom. It's a black cover. I'm also getting a Spawn kills every spawn. Got you. I'm also getting a black Ghost Rider from Snake Harris. I have Wolverine and the X-Men. And
you know those with those colored comics, like the dark ones, man, your new Sharpie markers would look super slick on those.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited about that. And that's what I have. So this is for Stick to Your Pogo, the first ever D Graves sketch cover. I also have this that I did that I might auction off, and this Batman that I will auction off. These are 3x5s. These are 3x5s. So Custom Cut says, love that Wolverine. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, and I'm going to be starting the series where I do the Power Rangers. So this is the first one. I did the Black Ranger. And then I might do Red Ranger. I'm thinking I might do Red Ranger on the Power Rangers or the Green Ranger. What do you guys think? What do I have as a vote from the viewers? Anyone on? So we have Green Ranger.
Do you think for Christmas they should do red and green?
Red and green, right? Is anyone still on YouTube?
2.
Nice. And I'm one of them, I'm sure.
Well, I'm the other one, but it's Random Twink says hello.
Hello. Green is the greatest, or white. Okay. I would ask you to do the Wolverine ones with the Wolverine and Helverine. Oh, nice. I should ask you to do the Wolverine ones. Got you. So we have green. We have 2 for the green and maybe 1 for the White Ranger on the Power Rangers.
I definitely would say the white one too, but that's, you and I already had that conversation the other day.
Yeah. I'm going to put these in the shop if anybody wants to pick these up. Just in case.
Are you, when you're doing that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, are you doing the OGs or like any particular versions of them?
Honestly, I'm doing the OGs. I'm going to start off with the OGs.
And Joseph says white versus green.
Yeah, right? The duality of it. 5, 3. Pogo, this is going to get shipped out tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning.
Or do half white, half green? I mean, technically they were portrayed by the same actor.
The same person. Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy, so.
I'm almost done. And this is going to be art prints 5, 3. I'm so glad that I finally know how to work this.
By the way, Stick to Your Pogo says about you shipping it out. Sounds good, homie. Thank you very much. Thank you again.
No, thank you, bro.
John's son one said you could do Lord Dracon. He is kind of a combination of both green and white.
Ooh.
Custom Cut Comics says needs to go deal with dog and sleep. Great job. Keep up the fire.
Thank you.
There's a lot of things you could do with that Power Rangers because there's a lot of mythos. It's not just the stuff that's in the cartoons. I mean, there's so much, written material.
I'm almost done, you guys. And then we could finish. So I can do a bundle with this.
Well, I had an idea, but I think if I do it, I would have to go buy my own Power Rangers blank to do it because I was just thinking about that anime Loser Ranger and doing like the main character from it would be hysterical.
All right. So we're gonna do a quick auction. Move this out the way. We'll do a quick auction of this Batman. I'm gonna do it for 10 seconds instead of 30 seconds since we have a few people in here. So if you guys want it, it did 30 seconds still. Lord Drake on.
The benefit of the doubt.
Right. It say you don't know what you're doing. You're gonna This is a 3x5. I'm gonna get back to doing the 2x3s like I had mentioned earlier. And you're going to have an option to get it as a magnet. So I got magnets and I'm going to be putting them in the magnets. So I think that's going to be cool. Yeah. You can have all of your collection of my sketch cards hanging on the fridge. Isn't that great?
That's awesome. And Chosen wants to know where you got those from.
I ordered them from Amazon. Dibs on the first magnet.
Is that where you get the penny sleeves from?
Yeah, yo, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just can't win with you savages, man. You guys keep attacking my life. All right. So I got the Punisher going up. If anybody wants this, I inked this yesterday on yesterday's stream. So stick to your pogo. He wants to be the first for everything. I appreciate that support, man. For real.
He knows what he wants.
Yeah.
Chosen says dips on the second magnet.
Okay. I'm all for it. I could put them in the shop and then have them as buy it now option. Okay. So the last one that I have is this. If you guys want both of them. So that lowers the price from $10 a piece to $7 a piece. All right. So I'm gonna get this all packed up for you, and I'm gonna ship it out to you first thing in the morning. And as a reminder, you guys, I have on Friday, I have a show that I'm going to be doing. We're going to be collaborating with Custom Cut Comics, and we're going to be going through the idea process and sketch on this cover of a Batman. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking us out on YouTube and all the supporters over on Whatnot. Special thank you to my supporter. Stick to your pogo. I appreciate your support, man. I hope you're happy with your piece. This is just for you. First one to one. It'll never happen again. Shout out to my mod extraordinary, Mr. Joe Wimsum. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking time out of your day to help me out with this. Honestly, truly. All right. All right, you guys. Let's create a raid. Let's see if we can raid somebody. Create raid. We have Deviant Apple. We have Sullivan Artist. Oh my gosh, man. We got some good people going. Actually, let's check out what Deviant Apple's got going. We're gonna raid Deviant Apple, you guys. Oh look, see Jojo already said Apple. Let's go ahead and raid Apple.